This 22-year-old striker is catching the eye of many professional clubs whilst playing in the 9th tier of English football. But despite the opportunity of playing at a much higher level, this goal machine has rejected multiple offers. So why has the non-league striker dubbed the next Jamie Vardy done this? Jake, last season over 70 goals.
Yeah.
This season you've already scored 40. Are you just a natural born goal scorer?
Yeah, that's just what I do. I don't really have much skill. Like, I don't do step overs. You won't see me doing anything that interesting. I'll just score.
You've got a lot of clubs interested in you, but what's your footballing journey been like?
Growing up, never really played like academy football or anything that serious. I played Sundays, and then at 16 I got into men's football, played like right back, but I've just got lots of games, and started playing step 5, scoring goals. Yeah, just stayed at this kind of level and been enjoying it.
How did you go from right back to striker?
Oh, I've always been a forward, but when you join a men's team at a young age, I was only little, I'm still not that big now, you're not going to get minutes playing up front. Like, everyone wants to be a goal scorer, so they had a position going at right back, so I just played right back. That's how that kind of started. But then once I got better and developed as a player, then I started playing further up the pitch.
What was your impression of senior football at 16?
It's tough. It's tough when you're little and you're young to it, because it's completely different. It's so much more difficult just physically, especially in the lower levels as well. All the pitches are more like Sunday pitches, and all the players are bigger. They don't really care. It's more of just an actual battle. Doing stuff like that, doing Sunday football growing up, it builds you into a tougher player.
Do you find this level quite easy?
Oh yeah, I do find this level easy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you see the stats. Like, to be scoring that many goals, it is easy, and it is starting to get slightly boring because you do season after season. So it is definitely something to look at, like a change in level. But ultimately, I'm here. I can only play the cards I'm being dealt with, and there's not much I can do. You've
got a lot of interest from Football League clubs, National League clubs. Why have you decided to wait till the end of the season to make a move?
Yeah, because I thought, look, I don't want to leave my team just battling for promotion without their goal scorer. That's going to do the team badly mid-season. And by continuing scoring, it's going to build more of a name, more goals. By the end of the season, I'll have more offers, more opportunities. Whereas if I was to jump at the first National League club, which I could have, I would have then been limited. And if I went there and it didn't work out, then I wouldn't be so known. Whereas now, if I can get this club promoted, that keeps them happy, that achieves our target. All the boys work hard for what we've done, and then come end of season, I might get a Football League club, so it just builds more interest.
Are you aware of all the interest that's going on across social media?
Yeah, I do see it. People do send it to me, but it's good attention, like, it's deserved, and hopefully that attention can get me the next move. And yeah, the club will tell me if the clubs are coming down, if someone's seen there. I am aware of it, but I don't let it distract me. I'm just playing.
What kind of clubs have you had come down?
We've had like some League 1 clubs, League 2 clubs. Some of them travelled absolutely miles as well. So to be travelling 2-3 hours to watch someone at this level, it must be quite good.
You had a short trial period at Wycombe Wanderers, and Richard Kone was there as well, who is someone that's played at this level and gone on to do incredible things.
No, he was good. Yeah, he scored 40-odd goals for Athletic Newham and then got his moves. I don't see why I can't get a move as well. I'm not saying I'm better than him, because he was very good, but the numbers are very similar.
Jake signed a 2-year contract at the club in September 2023, which raised a lot of eyebrows, but manager Stuart Atkins always believed in his star striker. Stuart, what's it like having a striker in your team that scores so many goals?
It's unbelievable, really. I mean, if you're trying to win a game and you're up against it, and he pops up with a goal, it makes all the difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, what kind of player is he?
He's just a nuisance to the opposition. He just chases everything down, wins balls in areas that he shouldn't be winning. He comes out with the ball every time, and he is an unbelievable talent, especially for this level. So it's like any level, really. We went away at Taunton, who were step 3 and were step 2 the year before. They found him unplayable. So it's it doesn't really matter who we play or what. If he turns it on, seems like it'll be a good day for us.
How do you keep a player like that at this level?
Look, at the end of the day, he signed a contract, he's happy here, but we've always said if ever he wants an opportunity, we won't stand in his way. He was on trial for Wycombe last year, so that was really good for him. He came back to us in the end, and they signed Richard Kone in the end, so he's still here, he's still under contract, and we're just enjoying him until he's not here one day, but he's a massive part of our success. Going forward, we always always said we had a 2-year plan to try and get out of the league we were in. We did it in a year, and now we're trying to set our sights on trying to get to step 4, which would obviously be further up the pyramid, but Jake's massive in that for us. But ultimately, look, scoring them sort of numbers is going to get attention, isn't he, from bigger clubs. If you said to me, look, next year or the next couple of years, it wouldn't surprise me if Jake was playing in the Football League or a little bit below it. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
How'd you find the next Jake? How'd you replace 140 odd goals?
The problem is I don't think you can. That's the thing. I've had goal scorers before where they score good numbers, 30, 40s, but something like 60s, 70s plus. It happens once every 100 players or whatever, 100. It's not going to happen, is it? You're not going to replace him. But yeah, hopefully we can do it when the day does come. Hopefully we can at least half replace him, and we'll be half all right.
So the big question is, how much is a Step 5 striker worth? Simon, as chairman, how much are you hoping to get when you sell Jake?
Oh, I think budget as much as we can, mate. Yeah, hopefully we get I reckon between 30 and 40,000. That'd be brilliant for the club if we can. But then we're going to lose a prolific goal scorer, so you've got to weigh it up.
What would you spend that 30 and 40 grand on?
On the ground, maybe some towards the budget for step 4. But yeah, that's all we can do with that, really.
What kind of offers have you had for him already?
We've had offers from National League football, a lot of National League footballs.
How important is it that you get that money up front for Jake and not in drips and drabs?
It's very important because that's how the club's going to survive with them, that lump sum. Then we can do what we need to do for step 4.
What's the budget looking like for step 4? Like, how much more do you need to compete at that
we were
level?
just talking about that, and we reckon you're going to look at about £2,000 a week, and that's 50 games, 100 grand a year. You got to try and find. It's a lot.
And who was behind the contract extension at Ocean Beach in Ibiza?
Stuart,
did they get your approval?
Well, he didn't ask me straight away. But yeah, no, it's good that we got him on the contract. It keeps prying eyes off of him, and that's the problem. As soon as I say he's on the contract, people go, "Oh, okay, so you're going to want money for him," and that scares a lot of people off, I think, at the minute.
I spoke to you earlier in the week, and you said that at a few clubs you've been nicknamed Vardy.
Yeah.
Obviously, because of the journey you're taking.
No, because when I was at one club, they didn't really. I was young, so they just nicknamed me that because I played like him. Like I'll win headers, win tackles, and score goals. It's not pretty, I don't think. I don't do anything that pretty, but the end product is always there, and that's what ultimately matters.
Do you drink about 3 cans of Red Bull before a game?
No, I don't drink Red Bull. I don't go out. I'm not really like him in that sense. Probably a bit more chilled, but yeah.
What's your dream?
Growing up, of course, like everyone, being a pro footballer was the dream. But then it got to about 18, and I've got to focus on actual life outside of football. So I started working. So at a minute, yeah, of course, the original dream is still the dream. But if I don't get the dream, I've kind of accepted that years ago. If I can get a pro move or I can get a National League move or whatever it be, it's amazing. And I think I will. But if not, I'll just play the lower levels and that's fine.
Jake has dreams of reaching the Football League, but it's not all about the goal machine. So we thought we'd ask his teammates what their dream is as well.
Excuse me, have you got a dream? Do I have a dream? Just a general dream? Travel the world.
What's stopping you from doing that?
I'm getting old, work, money, really.
Do you have a dream?
No.
To be successful
In what?
in life.
Would you say you're successful now?
I would say I've achieved things in my life. I definitely want to achieve more things.
What's the biggest thing you've achieved?
Probably when I made my debut in the league for Leyton Orient.
Just asking people what their dream is.
You got me off guard there. A dream? I don't know. Don't really have any. A dream for us to win the league. You have that one.
Is there anything stopping you from doing that?
No. As long as we focus and just take one game at a time, then that's what it is. I think people get a bit complacent. They look too far down the line, but just one game at a time and see where it takes us, I suppose.
Do I have a dream? Not really. No, I'm a bit old for that now.
Is there something that you'd like to achieve that you haven't done yet?
Win this league will do. Yeah, that'd be fine.
And find a first touch.
Yeah, that's it as well.
Nah, no dreams. Nothing aspire to be.
Yeah, probably to be a professional footballer, play full time. But I think alongside that, make sure I get all my academic stuff. I'm still at school, so make sure get my A levels in, and then maybe after I retire, be some sort of in the financial sector in football. Yeah, I think that's mainly my dream. Yeah.
Sounds like you got it all planned out.
Well, yeah, I don't really normally go that way, to be honest. But yeah.
Is there anything stopping you from achieving your dream?
No, I don't think so. I think whatever you put your mind to, you you can get towards it. And I think yeah, the only thing that limits you is your own motivation and discipline, and yeah, that's all really. Yeah.
Kick the ball hard and far, and that's what we're good at. All right, give the ball to Jake. Give the ball to the forward players. We know we're going to score goals. Keep it simple at the back. We'll win this game. Yeah.
It's not just about Jake. How do you like your team to play?
We want to play on the front foot. Yeah, I mean, look, we've got two different strings to our bow. We do play direct football when we need to, but we also shorten it up and play football at times. Luckily, we've got both in our locker because there's a time to play and a time not to play. And today might be one of them games where we have to go a bit more direct.
This is the closest you're going to get to the dugout today because you've got a ban, 3 yellow cards. What were you doing?
3 yellow cards accumulates 1 match ban, so I won't even be in the ground today. I won't be allowed here. So.
So what can you do? Could you peer through the bushes at the back
Maybe,
there?
yeah. As long as I'm outside the ground, yeah. You might see some strange guy climbing the trees, but yeah. Unfortunately, I won't be here. I've just got to hope that they get the business done.
Who's taking charge today then?
Richard Burkett and Gary Burkett in the dugout. So they're the other. Richard Burkett needs no introduction. He's ex-pro himself, and he's my assistant manager, so he'll be the manager for today.
Richard Burkett scored at Anfield, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
So he can pass on a lot of information to players like Jake.
His knowledge is invaluable, really, to especially forwards like Jake. Yeah, he's just a really all-round good guy in football.
Richard, there's only one place to start, really. What was it like scoring at the Cop End in the FA Cup for Havant and Waterlooville?
It was an incredible feeling, gave me goosebumps, but I sort of trusted and had belief in myself that I'll score that day. I was saying it all week prior to the game. Some people were laughing at me. Like in my youth team days at QPR, every time we played Liverpool, I always scored. And I just said, if I get one, I'll score. And it happened. Luckily, it happened.
How magical is it for non-league players to experience that? That is why the FA Cup is so important.
Yeah, it's great. It's a shop window for non-league players. You know, it's a good test for themselves to see how they do against better players. That's why, yeah, FA Cup is very important. Not often you get to play in them sort of stadiums and things like that.
And that was against one of your old teammates, Peter Crouch. Did you play up top with him for QPR then?
Yes. So when I made my debut, 18 at Huddersfield away, Crouchy was there, and we played a few times up top. Obviously, I knew him as well as he's coming through at Tottenham. We spoke before the game. Obviously, I knew Jermaine Pennant as well. We spoke before the game as well, and they just wished me luck and things like that.
You've got a great striker here in Jake Tabor. What advice would you have going forward with his career?
Just to stay hungry. He has to stay hungry. Listen, Jake, just a goal scorer. He's a goal scorer. He's right place, right time all the time. He does work hard. What I love the most about him, when we play against opposition, they try and get at him, they try and kick him, he gets up, he keeps going, he gives it back, and that shows a lot of character. And he just needs to continue. He's got a lot to learn, a lot of things to improve on, to make him better as he goes higher up the pyramid, which I keep telling him, and I keep advising him, helping him. We talk regularly, and if he keeps learning and keeps progressing, I think he can have a good career.
How high do you think he can go?
The sky's the limit for him. Depends how quick he learns, and the test is playing higher against better defenders. You know, and at times, you know, you have to be patient in games. You might only get 1 or 2 chances, and you've got to take them.
You've scored 40 goals this season already and 10 assists. Do you set a target at the start of the season?
Yeah. So at the start of the season, because I look back, I'm a proper nerd for non-league. I do look at the stats. I've played Step 5 before, but I was playing Step 6 for a couple of years, so I didn't really want to set something too high. So I set it at 40 goals because I thought that's achievable, but I really wanted 50. That was like my goal, but I didn't want to set it at 50 because if I didn't get it, then I didn't want to be annoyed because 40 is unbelievable. A good player get 30. Whereas now I can't find any like records, but I want to get more than 60 because I played with a player, Leon Lobjoy, and he got 60 at Step 5, but that team was far better than our Step 5 team. They had more money, more fans, everything. So if I can get maybe 60, 65, that'd be incredible.
You've not just scored 1 hat-trick, you've scored 3 hat-tricks in a row.
Yeah, sometimes you get the goals just week after week. I'm probably.
Do you get to keep the balls as well?
Not at this level. I kept a ball in a FA Vars game once when I scored 6 in one game. But no, I think I'm on 5 or 6 hat-tricks this season. I got a hat-trick last week.
If a Football League club is watching this, or a National League, if they come and sign you, what will they get?
They'll just get someone that works hard and scores goals. There's not a great deal extra, but it's just, that's what you want. You want someone that scores goals. That's what people pay big money for, and that's what I get.
All the best, mate.
Thank you.